Pancake time in the city. Learn more right after this.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome to Community Watch. Greg.
Doc.
Now, this is a show that we have done annually for how many years?
I don't know. This is about our 9th or 10th year.
We haven't done it every year, have we?
Not the first 2 or 3, I don't think. But we've done it a lot.
A lot.
Yes.
And it always makes me a little hungry.
Yeah.
So we're talking about pancakes. And the annual event put on by the Noon Optimist.
Noon Optimist, yes.
And you know, you talk about the event itself, but really the purpose of the event is to raise funds for activities that they do all year.
And I'm jealous of that. You know.
You mean one event?
Well, yeah, because we constantly
do
are
many events,
raising funds.
Yes.
They just do one a year.
In fact, we're like a 24-hour begging operation.
No, but they just do one. Maybe we just need to join the Optimist or something. It's just one a year. So
yeah. It's a big event, though.
Yeah.
So we will, after this break, be joined by Bruce Peace and Susan Jones from the Noon Optimist, who are going to talk about this year's event and a little bit about the organization and how it works for maybe the 2 or 3 people who don't know.
Like, really, why are we doing this show?
I don't know. But pancakes it will be right after this. Don't go away.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We're very happy to have with us Mr. Bruce Peace and Susan Jones. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Thank you so much. Good to be
here. Susan, you are the president
I am this year's president.
This year.
Yes, I am. I'm this year's
It's a one-year cycle.
It is.
And she skipped out on the show last year.
Right, because we are so difficult to deal with.
I'm just saying, usually we do 2 shows, you know, the president-elect and then the president. Susan didn't, so I just want to make sure.
Right.
I tried to avoid cameras. Bruce wouldn't let me this year.
Yeah, she made it fine.
Yes.
Yeah. And Bruce, you are the Pancake Man this year.
That's correct. President-elect, and the president-elect's job is to be the chairman of the Pancake Breakfast. So they break you in real easy.
But I think that is such a magnificent idea. I mean, because it's like, you know, you have to earn it. You earn your stripes, and this is what we do, and
Exactly.
you have to go through the process. And if you want to be the president, and everybody goes through the process, and so you keep that, you know, it's just a rite of passage almost.
Well, this is the most important event that we do, fundraising event that we do every year. In fact, it's the only fundraising event that we do every year, and we'll talk about that more. But it's a good way to get yourself immersed into the club and get to know the membership, because it is a truly, and you hear this all the time, it is truly a team effort to pull this off, and it takes a lot of work from our membership to make this a success.
All right, I should have this memorized. I should have this whole show memorized by now. But
We do.
what year is this?
This is the 56th annual pancake breakfast.
56 years.
See, I've been serving pancakes longer than I've been living.
Yeah.
Somebody has been serving them.
Almost longer than I've been living.
56 years.
Wow. So you'd think y'all would have it down by now.
We feel like we pretty much do. We learn something every year and try to improve, but feel like we're getting broken right.
Yeah, after 56 years, you learn the tricks, and it's a pretty smooth running process. It's just a lot of organization, but it's a pretty smooth process to pull it off.
Now, since we have done this a while, we know y'all have custom materials and machinery that y'all have just for this event.
Actually, we do. We own a lot of our own equipment. We hold it every year at the Civic Center, but we furnish our own equipment. We have the griddles, we have the grills for the sausage, we have the mixers. So we actually have purchased all that over the years, and we store that throughout the year and then bring that out for the annual pancake breakfast.
Seems such a shame to let it sit there dormant all year. You ought to be doing this once a month or twice a month.
Yeah. Well, we would like to be able to do that.
It might change the membership.
We would like to be able to do that.
We start selling the sausage though several months before, so we get that out in the community, and everyone loves that. So not only do we have that the morning of, we have that for folks to put in their freezer to have for months to come.
Now, I don't know. I'm not a pancake guy much. You are, I guess. So there may be a secret recipe for the pancakes as well, but I will testify to the sausage. I will testify if you ever need testimony about the sausage. It's spectacular. I mean, it's spectacular.
There's an interesting story on the sausage. We started sausage probably about 10 or 15 years ago, is that right? And we were actually producing it ourselves. Membership would get with, at that time we had a member that was at Berry College, and we would actually go out and process the sausage ourselves. Well, we've evolved to where now we have a third party do that, but it's our own brand of sausage. We have some say-so in how it's mixed, but it's also packaged with our name on the sausage. So it's the Rome Noon Optimist sausage.
And it's great.
No, I've had it.
Yeah.
But I'm not a sausage person. You
Yeah.
know, but I've had it.
Yeah.
Now I buy it and I actually give it away. I buy it and give it as a gift.
So it's sort of your holiday giving.
Yes. I know what time of the year we kind of in when it's that.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's
And,
good stuff.
Yeah, actually the sausage has become a big part of our event. You know, we talk about the pancake sale, but the sausage sale, we bring in just as much money that we use for the youth in the community through our sausage sale as we do the pancake breakfast. So it's become a big part. In fact, last year, I actually had somebody from the Chamber of Commerce call me and wanted to know, this was like in December, wanted to know where they could buy Optimist Club sausage. Well, at that time, we'd already sold it out. But people were still looking for sausage after the pancake sale. So we have a pretty good reputation with our sausage.
But next year, tell them Greg Shropshire, because if that's the case, interest of business, we need to buy some, store
you
it. December, you know, that's good.
Yeah.
And we can sell it.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that off the air a little bit.
I'm just saying, if you have a demand.
So I know from having been to the event that it is a big operation. How many individuals? Do you have any idea how many individuals you served last year?
We'll serve about 2,000 people. We'll sell a lot more tickets than that, but we'll serve 2,000 people. And about 2/3 of those will be walk-ins, and we also have takeout orders. So about 1/3 of that will be takeouts.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because we do have quite a few corporate sponsors that buy tickets, however, they don't necessarily come to the event
Just as a donation.
as a donation. And we do have corporate, we have the corporate sponsors, and we have sponsors that provide us with a lot of our materials. In fact, they're just, most all of our materials needed are donated. So those folks, we do provide them with some tickets, and those folks don't necessarily come through the line. So.
But 2,000 is a lot. Is there is there a cutoff point, or could you take in 10,000 people for breakfast?
Well, one of the things that kind of limits us is how many people we can get through the line at one time. You know, we've invested in some more equipment this year, more pancake griddles to get people through there quicker. But, you know, there is a certain amount of people with, roughly we'll have, 40 or 50 members working
about
during the day.
50.
So, you know, you've got that pretty much gears how many people you can run through the process. You know, and we start, I think we mentioned at 6 o'clock, and we'll serve till 12. Of course, if you're there at 12, and you know, we're not going to shut the door right at 12. So.
And we also provide carry out, and we have a drive-through. So we do have those options as well
I
for
actually
folks.
did the drive-through one.
I want my pancakes hot off the griddle.
The drive-through was pretty hot.
No, but you can't eat them then. You have to drive to wherever you're going, and so we can just meet there on November the 19th. Just eat the pancakes. And you can add a sausage.
Okay. All right.
Now, well, Greg, that's one thing you'll find if you go in to our pancake breakfast. Your pancakes will be cooked right before your eyes. They are right hot off the griddle. We have 5 or 6 griddles that we're running every day, and we'll guarantee you a hot
Well, that's why I
pancake.
was wondering. You say y'all to get more people through, because I know I've been, and I know the line was long, and it was long. But I mean, but it was fast. I mean, so the line was pretty efficient. So I can imagine that if y'all have added more to make it even more efficient. I mean, because and then it was people would just engage in conversation that you didn't even realize really that you're waiting. But it was pretty fast, and you see them coming off, and you can see that's mine right there. You can see it through the process, but it's pretty efficient.
And it is efficient, and it also is a community event where folks, you know, year after year you see, you know, folks and at the event, and it passes by quickly because those folks are talking to one another.
Yeah, it's a social, almost a social event for a lot of people in the community. You'll have people that come and, you know, maybe stay there an hour, you know, just
56 years, some people been there a lot.
Yeah. It's
It's definitely a social event. I think I was there at least an hour, just talking. And then were there, seems like there were students working the crowd. I can't remember now what school they were associated with.
We have a lot of wonderful help from Shoulder University. I think it's a girls softball team. Helps out, and we've had other students from various high schools in the community come in and help. The Optimist also has what they call the Joy Club, which is Junior Optimist, and some of those students that are participating in those clubs will come and help on Saturday morning.
So when it is your turn to be the pancake master, when do you start preparing for that? I mean, how long does it take to?
We usually start gearing up with getting the process, getting our checklist in order, reviewing what we need to do in midsummer. We've got, you know, from year to year, we've handed down notes and checklists and documents that we use. So, you know, you don't have to reinvent it every time, but we will start right in the June, July time frame, starting putting things together, contacting sponsors, getting things lined up.
So it's a fairly, even though it's done every year, it's still a lengthy process.
Yeah, it's about a 5-month process from the time we really start till the time we wind up in November.
That's something we don't do. You know, we have a tendency to come up with an idea on Monday for that Thursday.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That wouldn't work with y'all.
It takes a little bit more planning than that, John.
We're not serving 2,000 people, but yeah.
Well, it's obvious that this is an event that is a lot of fun. It has become, not just for the Noon Optimist, but I think for the community, a real tradition. It's something we look forward to every year. So, you know, and that's aside from the purpose of it, which we haven't talked about, but we will. But we're coming up on a break here, so before we get into that, let's take our break. When we come back, We'll talk more about the Noon Optimist annual fundraiser, which you will attend, and find out where all that money goes. So stay with us.
My college offers classes that meet my educational and career goals.
with opportunities outside the classroom.
where the faculty know me by name.
My college can prepare me for my career.
I can earn an associate's degree and transfer credits toward my bachelor's.
My college is a state college within the university system of Georgia.
My college is affordable.
It's close to home.
My college has online opportunities.
It's where excellence begins.
We are
GHC, Georgia Highlands College.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We're talking with two of the Noon Optimists, Susan Jones and Bruce Peace, about the big pancake breakfast coming up on November 19th from 6 a.m. to noon. And you can buy tickets in advance or at the door. And the tickets are $40 each, is that right?
No, we give you a real deal. It's all you can eat. Advance tickets are $7, and at the door they'll be $8.
Okay, so 7 in advance and 8 at the door. And
people just 7 for all you can eat. People must be really gracious, because y'all make a profit. But for $7 for all you can eat, you know, people could eat up a lot of your profit, because that's pretty generous. All you can eat for $7.
Yes.
except most of what you have is donated.
Yes, pretty much everything that we use in our pancake breakfast is donated. It's by merchants in the community. So, you know, that $7 that you spend is going back in the community into our youth programs.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit, because I know the Noon Optimists are a busy group, and they do a lot of things. And this one event, which is why it's so important, this one event funds all of that. So it's not like us when we do like 10 events a year.
Well, maybe we should come up with one big fundraiser.
Yeah. Maybe.
In 56 years from now.
Maybe, yeah. So tell us a little more about what this is all for and what the Noon Optimists dedicate themselves to during the year when they're not making breakfast.
Well, as I said earlier, the Noon Optimist mission is to help youth in the community. So most of our funds, or all of our funds from this event, goes back into various community efforts related to youth. Some of the programs that we have are the essay contest. This is an annual event where we invite students to write on an essay topic that we provide. And the good thing about this is they can win at this level here at our club level and move on up to what we call the district level and national level. And there's some pretty good scholarship money for the winners. We also have the oratorical contest, same structure. And we also have a program for the middle school and younger kids called Terrific Kids, where we recognize kids from all the schools in Floyd County for being outstanding students. So we support those programs. Each month during the school calendar, we have what we call the Student of the Month program. We'll bring in a student from all the high schools, and we'll recognize them for their leadership capabilities and their accomplishments. If you've never been to an Optimist Club, that is the best reason to go, because when you think about things you hear in the community and outside in the nation and the news about children nowadays, that these kids will change your perception. It's some of the greatest things that you can hear from these kids. So that's a great program that we have. We also support the Joy Clubs, and I mentioned those earlier. Those are the clubs in the community, in the schools that promote Optimist values. What else, Susan?
Student of the Month.
Student of the Month. We
It's
mentioned
a great
that.
program.
We also provide a scholarship to a student each year that for attending one of the local colleges. So we do provide a scholarship every year. Outside of the youth realm program, we also sponsor the Respect for Law program that we have every year, where we recognize law enforcement from all the areas within Floyd County. And last year we started a new program called the First Responders program. And again, that's a recognition for the 911 folks, the EMS, both Floyd and Redmond, and also the fire department. So those are some of the things that we sponsor in the community.
We also have about another dozen programs in addition to those that Bruce has spoken of that we support for the youth of our community.
I know Foundation Camp.
Yes. That is one of those.
One of them is one of the recipients. So clearly, the money that is raised directly benefits the kids in this community.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So really, so I'm kind of confused because I'm giving $7 to go back in programs for students, but I'm getting a meal, all I can eat. See what I'm saying? Something, because you shouldn't really be getting $7 for the deal that you're getting.
Yes.
Because if you're getting pancakes and sausage and you have orange juice and all this, all that you can eat for only $7. But then that money, even though it's donated, but still, even that money going directly back into the youth, it's really a win-win for everybody involved. And the community is really the winner because the money goes directly back into our youth who are so important.
Absolutely, that's the best way to put it, Greg. Is all of this money is used back into the community, and you get a nice good meal, pancake breakfast for it too.
And some socialization.
And killer sausage.
And I like the pancakes, man. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what batter they use, but they just. I like the pancakes.
So, Susan, in this method that y'all have of the vice president doing the pancakes and then the president, and so the president, really you've done the hard work. Now you just kind of sit back and have breakfast.
Well, I wouldn't say that because I'll be running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But I kind of put all the pressure on Bruce the next year, and Bruce has done a great job. So this year, that's correct. And we raise about $30,000. So our club's success, to say the least, is this event is very important to us. So to say a lot, that the Pancake chairman has a lot on their shoulders is an understatement. Wouldn't you say that, Bruce?
I would say so. She's put the pressure on me, hasn't she?
That's a lot of pancake and sausages.
That's a lot. Yeah.
But 56 years, that's a tradition. So really, I mean, that's become part of the community. That I don't know that you could say Rome, Georgia, without doing Optimist pancake breakfast. 56 years. That's an institution. Some institutions haven't been.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So presidents, after their year being president, they're president emeritus. So do you take on an advisory role, or you just become one of the multitude after that point?
It's more of an advisory role. Yeah. But all of the club members, we are very involved in the day of event, in helping. We all have roles, and just today I had everyone, I asked for everyone to raise their hand that was signed up and would be participating. We met today, and we were 100%. I mean, everyone raised their hand. So, it does take the whole team. So, whether you're president-elect or president, or looking, you through your role of your presidency and you're looking back, you're still expected to be greatly involved.
Well, if you have ever been to the pancake breakfast, you see what a team operation it is. So I don't really get the sense that everything is on one person's shoulders, because you've got like 100 people, well, not 100, but you've got a lot of people a lot of people.
But if y'all fail to raise a lot of money, it's on your show.
You're right, Greg.
Yeah,
but it
come
is,
up short.
it is truly a team effort. We as Susan said, every one of our members participate in some way or another. Even some members who have prior commitments on that day, they'll pick up a job that can be done before that. So that's Saturday. So it's a team effort. And one of the things I think that makes it successful, and we talked about this earlier, is that is our only fundraiser. So we've got to go in there. We got to work hard that Saturday and leading up to that Saturday. But we know that we're going to generate enough funds to do the programs that we want to do to help the community. So we'd like to do more. So buy more tickets, buy more sausage, so we can do more.
Speaking of that, what are the prices of the sausage? Because you can buy the sausage separate from the pancake breakfast.
You can. Sausage is $5 a pound, and you can get that from any of the members. If you don't know an Optimist Club member, you can give me a call, and I can provide you my number if that's okay. It's 706-676-4656, and I'll be happy to deliver sausage to you or get it delivered to you by one of our members. We'll sell about 12,000 pounds of sausage this year.
We got the wrong fundraiser.
All right, so I know after watching this much of the show, there are folks out there wanting to buy like 20, 30 tickets. Where do they get them?
Again, you can get it from any club member, but we're also going to be selling them at the Rome Convention Center, the little caboose up on the hill next to the Civic Center. So you can pick them up there also. Or again, if you would like to call that number that I gave prior, give me a call. We'll make sure you get tickets.
We do deliver, and I don't think you could ask, if you ask any club member, could you bring me some? They're in the cooler and ready to go.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna ask Mr. Morrow. I want you to
There
deliver
you
me some sausage.
All right, we can do that. Absolutely, no problem.
And it's the 19th, but it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get your tickets ahead and not at the door necessarily.
Yes, I would advise you to buy the tickets ahead. It speeds up the process a little bit, and if you buy your tickets ahead, then you can also save $1 on that, because this is $8 at the door. So
you're saving $1.
No, I want people to rush them. I want them to actually push them to their very limit, to where they run out of stuff. Yeah, I mean, let's just press them to the another 2,000, maybe another 2,000 or 3,000 more people show up. That'll really.
Nah.
You think they can handle another 2,000 or 3,000? Okay, I'm just saying, I want to push them. They say it's a fine-tune machine. I mean, it's too easy. We need to push them.
Hey, we don't mind being pushed. That's more money for the kids.
If we can raise more money for the youth in the community, we would love to be pushed.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got to take another break here. When we come back, we will give you all the essential information again so that you can get your tickets for the pancake breakfast. Do not go away.
Packers. Viking. Packers. Viking.
Viking. Red state. Blue state. Vegan.
Carnivore.
We come from different places.
Uptown. Downtown.
Optimist.
We come to different conclusions.
Half empty.
Half full.
But when we live united, we create real, lasting change in the building blocks of life. The education, income, and health of our communities, our families,
united.
Even the person next to us.
Live united.
Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Sign up at liveunited.org.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We've been talking with Bruce Peace and Susan Jones of the Noon Optimist, who are having their annual pancake breakfast on November 19th at the Civic Center, right?
That's correct.
6 to noon. You can get your tickets early or wait till the door. Buy pounds and pounds of sausage if you want. If you have questions or need to make an order, you can call Bruce at 706-676-4656. Thank you, and thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.